Okay, in this supply and demand problem, let's see, demand and price are related by this equation, where P is price in dollars and Q is demand in thousands. And then the price and supply are related by this equation, where Q supply is also in thousands. Okay, so if we want to find the price for a demand of 78,000 exhaust fans, that means Q, because Q is already in thousands, that means Q is 78. And this one we're told is the demand function. So plugging in 78 for Q, you get P is 486 minus 5/3 times 78. So 486 minus 5/3 times 78 is $356. Back over here. Okay, then part B, find the demand of exhaust fans at a price of $321. Okay, so we're using the same function because we're still looking for demand, but now we're given the price of $231. So I'm going to plug in price P for $231 right there. Then we'll solve this equation for demand Q. So I'm going to subtract 46 from both sides. So 231 minus 486 is negative 255. 255 equals negative 5/3 Q. We'll multiply both sides by negative 3. Oops, ignore that. Multiply both sides by negative 3. So 255 times 3 is 765. That would give me 765 equals positive 5Q. And dividing both sides by 5 is 153. So Q is 153. Okay, and actually that means quantity demanded is 153,000. See, but it already has the word 1,000 right there, so it's just 153. Okay, find supply when price is 352. So supply, is the price and supply of the exhaust fans are related by this equation, where P is the price in dollars and Q is the supply. So now we're working with this equation right here for supply. When price is 352, I'm going to plug 352 in for P. So P equals 4/3 Q. Solving that equation, we'll multiply both sides by 3. So 352 times 3 is 1056. So 1056 equals 4Q. So Q is 1056 divided by 4. 264. So 264,000 is the supply. It already says 1,000, so we'll just go 264. Okay, and then we have to select the graph on the same set of axes. Okay, so all of these numbers that we just found should hopefully be enough information for us to graph it. So the demand, let's see, demand, when you look at it, has a negative slope, negative 5/3, and that's because as the price P increases, demand decreases. Yeah. So it's going to be the one that's going down. And then the supply function has a positive slope of 4/3, so it's going to be the one going up, whether it's this one or this one, doesn't matter. So P is 486 minus 5/3 Q. Well, when Q is 0, we could find the y-intercept. When quantity demanded is 0, the price would be 486. So that would mean the y-intercept, if you look, both this one and this one have a y-intercept, they look like they're about 486. This one's around 250, so it's not B. And then let's look at Q, or supply, see if we can narrow it down between these two based on the supply. So it says on this one, if Q is 0, P is 0, but both of these go through 0, 0, so that's not enough information. So let's look at the numbers we just computed. Demand, well, when price is 356, demand is 78. That's the demand function, which is the one going down. So it's got the coordinate point, let's see, 356, comma 78 on that demand function going down. So 356, if you look, it's actually off the graph. That's 290. 356 is somewhere out here. So I'm leaning towards this graph because on this one, 290, when demand is 290, price is 0. But that doesn't make sense because it hasn't hit, it shouldn't have hit the x-axis yet at this point. Let's look at one more point to make sure that it is in fact C. So same thing, demand function. When price is 231, demand should be 153. Well, this is kind of hard to count. You have to let's make this one bigger. So when demand is, okay, 153, that's going to be somewhere in here. Price should be 231. Goodness. Am I reading this right? No, I just read that backwards. When demand is no, that's right. When demand is 153 and here price is 231. I don't know, that point looks a little off to me. So let's look at the supply one. When supply price is 352, that's up here. Going all the way out to the supply function. The demand is 264, so hold on, 352 is right, here's 350. And 264, it doesn't quite line up either. Close, but not exact. But this one, let's see, I think this one's going to be more off. So on this one, when price, on the demand function, it's the one going down. When price is 231, so right in here, demand should be 153. Actually, that one looks a little bit closer, maybe, hard to say. And then over here, when supply is 352, the price is 352, that's up here. Supply should be 264. Actually, that looks a lot closer because there's 350. We're going down. That looks like it's closer to 264. So let's go with A on this one. I don't know what my first point seems off. Let's check A. My first point A. When price is 356, demand should be 78,000. If I'm on A, my price is 350 roughly. The quantity demand is. Right here is 78. Oh yeah, that's way off. I was reading that point backwards earlier. So that's actually correct. So it looks like part A fits all 3 points pretty well. I just messed up when I was looking at the first point there. Okay, then equilibrium quantity. We'll find equilibrium quantity and equilibrium price. So equilibrium quantity and equilibrium price both occur when the price and the quantity are the same. So I'm going to set these two P's equal. So I'll have 46 minus 5/3 Q. Where does that equal for thirds cubed? Okay, solving. Let's see. 486 equals. Okay, you could multiply both sides by 3. I think I'm just going to go ahead and add 5/3 cubed to both sides. So 4/3 cubed plus 5/3 cubed is 9/3 cubed. Well, that's just 3. So that's 486 equals 3 cubed. So dividing 486 by 3 gives 162 as the equilibrium quantity, 162,000. And then the equilibrium price. So So equilibrium price, since they both have the same price at that equilibrium quantity, you can plug it into either the supply function or the demand function, either one. Supply looks simpler, so I'm going to go with that one. P equals 4/3 Q. And we'll plug in 162 for Q to get P equals 4/3 times 162 is 216, the equilibrium price. Okay, and that's it for that problem.